You're growing up a little faster. How does that?
I think that it made me more resilient because I know that no matter what happens, I have to keep going.
Right.
Hi guys, and welcome to Journey Without Borders. This is a conversational piece where we discuss the beauty of courage meeting faith. We will engage with my family and friends, my squad really, about life experiences, the highs and lows, the ebbs and flows, the fun stuff and the not so fun stuff. Feel free to join in the conversation in the comments. Please subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell. Stay tuned for the me in you or the you in me, or whichever comes first.
Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Journey Without Borders. And today we're going to continue where we left off last week when we talked to Paula about leaving Qatar. What she spoke of mostly was the fact that she left her kids, and that was her primary reason for going home. Well, today we have two of the kids. One came and one was left. So we want to get their perspective because oftentimes we are focused on ourselves, the adults, and we don't spend a lot of time understanding their views. So we want to just chit chat with them a little and find out how they felt about, the mommy leaving or you moving to another country. So I'm going to start off with Denzel. So this is Denzel, this is Victoria's son, and this is Yetta and Mariama's daughter. So Denzel, when you realized that your mommy got a job in a foreign country, what were your thoughts?
Well, obviously at first, considering that I've grown up in England for all my life, I didn't want to leave. I didn't want to leave and come to Qatar, a country that I've never heard of before. I mean, I've visited Qatar before, but I'd only seen it as like a holiday country. I didn't see it as a country where I could actually live in and go to school in. But over time, it's changed. I feel like I've learned a lot and I've experienced a lot. I've met a lot of people that's kind of influenced me there.
All right. Okay, great. When you realized that mommy was actually leaving you, because Denzel came with his mom, but your mom left.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts on that?
I don't know, if I'm being honest. When I think she moved when I was 17, I believe, just after my 17th birthday, and so I'd already been enrolled in my A level, so it made sense for me to stay. It wouldn't have made sense for me to go,
right? Because
just logistic wise, moving schools and trying to figure out how to navigate a new schooling system when my entire educational life up to that point was in England wouldn't have made sense. So I think looking back in retrospect, it made more sense for me to stay than to go.
That makes sense, and that's a very adult way of looking at it, actually. So I know that you left your friends. You left your friends, Denzel, when you came here. Was that the most difficult part of coming here?
Kind of. It was like leaving my friends and my family, because I only had one of my cousins here, luckily, and obviously it was tough because I went out a lot as a kid, and so the fact that I wouldn't be seeing them again, I saw them like every year, once every year, but it was still different. But it wasn't so bad because I found it easy to make friends here.
Okay, good. And so it comes down to personality. But then you have a younger brother.
Yeah.
How was he? Because you might not be able to speak for him, but you can speak on what you witnessed.
Yeah, I think we were both in the same predicament. We just kind of went with the flow because there was it didn't, like I said before, any other situation wouldn't have made sense. Because I think for him it showed up in his behavior more. So he would be rude to us and stuff like that. Yeah. But it's it wasn't his fault because he was just acting out on how he saw fit. But I think now that it's a while has gone past, he's more calmed down. He's okay with it, so it's fine.
Because a lot of times when we make these decisions, we make them and we're not thinking about the social and emotional effects it has on children, because you're moving away from home, you're moving with your you move with new family, maybe you have to create your own family, because here we have already created our own family, but it must have been challenging in, you know, just to leave your home, leave your family, your mommy's not there, and you know, a lot of times girls' mommies are their best friends, you can confide in her. But how do you think it has benefited you though, having your mommy left, and you know, how did it help you? You think you're let me see, how do I want to put this? You're growing up a little faster. How does that?
I think that it made me more resilient, because I know like no matter what happens, I have to keep going.
Right.
Because like things could be thrown your way like so quickly, and you kind of just have to roll the punches and figure out things for yourself. And it's not just my mum moving to Qatar. I think it's been like my entire life. My mum is very like a resilient person.
Right.
So it taught me to like, yeah, to keep going. And also as well, I think it's also opened my eyes in like the world of like what is possible. So like before my mum moved to Qatar, I don't think like working outside of the country was like a thing.
Right, yeah.
Unless I was like, I don't know, maybe if I was moving to like another Western country, not a Western country. But now I'm like thinking, oh, maybe I would want to explore that, and I think it's a good thing that it happened. Yeah.
Okay, and what are your views of that? When you actually came, what are the benefits you have garnered from having had this experience of Qatar?
Oh, well, I grew up in England, so obviously everyone was from England. So moving to Qatar, I've met so many people from just different nationalities.
Yeah.
And like, I've seen so many different cultures, and I'm still friends with those people.
Right.
And that made me realize I really want to like just travel in my future. So, yeah.
So it's good, because you know, I came here, viewers, but I came with my two boys. I actually thought it was non-negotiable when that they had to come with me. But my son, when I came here, my son was pretty much your age, 17 years old. But he wanted to be here, and I wanted to have him with me because I've never actually lived apart from them. So, but now I realize that having come here, I have to adapt to all of this newness. Is a really, really strong child, because to move from Western country to a country that is totally opposite from what we are accustomed to really does take its toll. But then I see you guys, and you have done very, very well. You've made your parents proud, and so it's not all bad, guys. See, you can. I'm back in Jamaica. A lot of times, parents move away from their families, and when they do that, sometimes they don't have an opportunity to go back as often as some people are. As Paula said earlier in the last video, she was given an opportunity to go back like very, very often. So that did not, affect her children as much as other people who have not been given an opportunity to go back at all. And like we say, viral children in Jamaica, all you can do is buy things and send to them. You're not able to see them, except with the advent of internet. These days you can call anybody. But it's not all bad. And so guys, if you, when you're moving away from your own country, it's important to think about what works for your family. Because in this situation, Mariam thought it was the best thing to leave her kids back because it made sense. Victoria took her boys with her, and that made sense at the time. So, and now they're better for the experience. So we think about these things when we're moving abroad. And if it can work, you can make an effort to do that. Like Paula said earlier, she went back home for her kids. At the end of the day, we have to not confuse the constants and the variables, because the job is a job, your family is your family, and you definitely have to choose what works best for your particular family. And in the end, we know that there's no one size fit all, because there are two different experiences here, and as a result of that, they're better off for it. Because having Mariam has left you and your brother, you have become more resilient, and you're thrust here, Denzel, and you were forced to again be stronger, because now you're back in the UK, you're back at university, you have completed university while your mommy is away, and they've turned out quite well, I must add. So guys, if you are thinking about moving abroad, consider what works for your family, consider what is in the best interest of your family, and in the end, make the decision that your children are not at get the short end of the stick, for want of a better expression, and make sure that you have somebody who is able to take care of them if you have to leave them behind, and if you have to come with them, make sure that that's the best decision for them, educationally, psychologically, emotionally, physically, socially. All right, guys. So thank you guys for joining me. I really, really appreciate having this little chat with you. It's different because I'm usually having the adults, the adult, because you guys are adults. You finish university. You are in university, so it's actually your adults, but it's a different kind of adulting. And I like this. So hopefully they're going to be able to join us another time when you come back to visit or when you come back from university next year. It'd be good to have another chat to find out what are your views, having repatriated to England, to see how you feel about how you adjusted. Have you adjusted very well in it? So we can have that conversation. Hopefully we'll be able to have that conversation with you and Paula. All right, so thank you guys for joining, and as we sign off, guys, remember to
like, subscribe, and comment.
Leave a comment. Leave a comment. Leave a comment, guys. You are texting us and saying, oh, I like this video, you know, but we want for you to comment under the video. All right, and hit that notification bell. Make sure that you know exactly when our videos are uploaded. This is a life and lifestyle channel. We talk about what affects the everyday people. So thank you all for joining us, and as we sign out, peace out.